Revelation of X. Every era has its turning point, a moment when the old gives way to the new. A force emerges not quietly, but with the undeniable power to disrupt, transform, and elevate. This is not just progress, this is a revolution. And today, we dive deep into one of the most defining transformations of our time. The Revolution of X. Section 1. The Origins. Approximately 1 minute before revolutions are celebrated, X began like most great shifts in the shadows, born from questions no one had answers to, crafted by curious minds who challenged the status quo. At first it was slow, experimental, fragmented. The world watched from the sidelines, skeptical of its potential. But those closest to it knew this was more than a passing trend. It was the beginning of something irreversible. Section 2. The tipping point, approximately 1.5 minutes. Then, something changed. A spark became a wildfire. Innovation accelerated. Adoption surged. X began to solve real problems. People started paying attention. The skeptics, they turned into believers. The hesitant, they became pioneers. It moved beyond labs, conferences, or headlines. X integrated into industries, healthcare, education, communication, entertainment, even everyday life. The revolution was no longer confined to the few. It belonged to the many. In boardrooms and bedrooms, classrooms and coffee shops, X started reshaping the way we think, live, and connect. Section 3. The Transformation, approximately 1.5 minutes. With change came disruption. Entire industries were forced to adapt or risk extinction. New opportunities emerged for those bold enough to embrace them. Old models crumbled. New ecosystems were born. The revolution of X wasn't just technological, it was cultural. It redefined value. It redefined access. It redefined us. Suddenly, limitations seemed temporary. Borders felt smaller. Collaboration became global. X blurred the lines between human and machine, between physical and digital, between imagination and reality. Section 4. The human side, approximately 1 minute. But every revolution brings questions. How does this change who we are? How do we stay ethical, responsible, human? As X advanced, so did debates around privacy, identity, trust, and power. And yet, amid the chaos, we saw something beautiful. People using X to solve hunger, to improve medicine, to learn faster, to create art, to break barriers that once held generations back. X didn't replace us, it amplified us. Section 5. Where we are now, approximately 45 seconds. Today, X is no longer optional. It's embedded into our systems, our cities, our stories. We carry it in our pockets, rely on it to make decisions, trust it with our memories. But this revolution isn't done. It's still unfolding every day, every hour. Section 6. The future, approximately 1.5 minutes. So, what's next? With every evolution of X, new frontiers appear. Will it shape how we govern, how we explore the universe, how we define intelligence, freedom, creativity, even consciousness itself? These are no longer science fiction questions. They are tomorrow's headlines. The revolution of X demands that we not only be observers but architects, that we ask not just what X can do, but what it should do. We are no longer passengers on this journey. We are closing, inspiring, hopeful tone. Approximately 30 seconds. The revolution of X is not just about tools, trends, or tech. It's about transformation, a shift in how we think, how we work, how we dream. This revolution didn't just change the world, it changed the way we change the world. And the next chapter, it's being written right now, by you, by me, by all of us, is just the beginning.